South Asians for Better New York is a great concept and a wonderful event to mark Festival of Light here at Richie Rich Restaurant.
Daniel Drum, councilman, started this several years ago and he's the only one who has been asking for Diwali holiday. And then when Letitia said to me, we have to join hands, and I want to demand for your holiday because she knew that I was working with Daniel for several years and been asking the mayor. And Letitia encouraged me and said, on your Diwali holiday or party, I am going to come and launch this campaign for you. That's how it came about. And majority of the councilmen, assemblymen, state senators, and of course Letitia James are all supporting us here, including Daily News. Daily News has given us ads. Daily News is here. So we're very grateful to all of them and you.
Well, my name is Ricardo Flatus. I'm the Circulation Sales and Marketing Director for the New York Daily News. And I have been involved with the Indian community for a long time. The New York Daily News has always appreciated our friends in the Indian community. So when Pam called about this, it's a very simple yes. And if you know anything about Pam, when she calls you, it's a very simple yes 150 times.
So what is it that brings this kind of relationship and understanding with people who are elected officials as well as from the Daily News, Pam? Where lies the secret?
No, there is no secret. It's simple because it's from the heart, and when you really want something, God makes everything makes it happen. That's what I think.
So it's a great thing, and I'm very happy to be here. Happy Diwali to you as well. Happy Diwali to all my friends in Queens and beyond. So I'm here because I'm also the sponsor of a resolution in the City Council to make Diwali an official school holiday. Now that's something I've been fighting for the last 3 or so years because I really believe that Diwali is deserving of a school holiday. I think that we have enough students in the school system that celebrate Diwali that it's unfair to ask those students to miss a day of school so that they can be with their families. Diwali should be a school holiday, and it's a great way of teaching tolerance to the other kids who may not celebrate Diwali about the different holidays that different religious groups and ethnicities celebrate in New York City.
We really appreciate your support, and allow me to ask you, last time when a mayor declared 2 holidays to mark Eid, etc., what was it that prevented him from declaring Diwali also as public holiday? Anything that the community should have done?
Well, he says that it was the fact that there aren't as many children who celebrate Diwali as there are children who celebrate either Eid or Lunar New Year. But I believe that there are. And Diwali is a holiday celebrated by over 1 billion people worldwide. And it's an important community here in the city of New York. So I'm looking forward to continuing to work with the mayor and the Department of Education to move this forward. And we're not going to give up until it's done. It may take us a little bit longer, but we will get there.
Anything else that you may suggest to Pam or that you may expect the South Asians for Better New York should look up to?
One of the things that I'm doing in the City Council, as a matter of fact, I did another television interview on this today, was trying to fight the discrimination against our South Asian community. Somebody lit flags on fire not too far from where we stand here today, and it was against the Hindu religion. And I think that we need to educate our children at a very young age to ensure that they understand that New York is a diverse community, especially Queens. Queens is known as the world's borough. We welcome everybody from all over the world to Queens. And so one of the things that I'm trying to do as the chair of the Education Committee is educate our youth about the different religions, the different cultures, and the different religions around the world so that they can have a more tolerant approach to it.
2 lines from you for them also to mark this occasion. A singer like you shouldn't be leaving us without any singing.
Yes, I will be singing here tonight, and of course, a song called Jai Ho. आजा आजा जिंद शामे आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमान के तले जय हो जय हो.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Jai Ho. On that note of Jai Ho, with lot of brightness, happy Diwali from all of us, and thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Is from the Prime Minister's office. I'm happy to learn that South Asians for Better New York is hosting a Diwali celebration on December 2nd, 2015 in New York. On this occasion, I extend my best wishes to all the organizers and the people present of the event and to the Indian American community of New York. Signed, Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India.
I'm Ashok. We are very excited at this event organized by South Asians for Better New York. And who is the better person to be here than someone from the office of the Mayor, Marco Carrion. He's Commissioner of Community Affairs Unit. And I also have the pleasure of the presence of Flora, Eric Kumar, and Pam herself. All of them, the key team behind this organization. But we begin with you, sir.
Yes.
Tell me how significant an organization like this can play a role.
Well, I mean, this organization represents a growing and vibrant community in this city who have always been partners to this administration, to this mayor, and we look to them for support and guidance in everything we do to help people of the city.
In order to have better communication, and there are certain desires with which the community want to move forward to sort of have a sense of self-esteem, and amongst them happens to be having one day marked as a public holiday in the New York public school calendar for Diwali. How do you think is that likely to happen soon?
Well, we recognize that there are many types of people in the city, and Diwali is a very important day for a large population in the city, and it's something that we are talking about internally, and we look forward to having increased communications about that and conversations about that as well. So
I want you to stay with us, and Eric, in the presence of Marcos, how do you feel community through this organization can work in with close understanding with the office of mayor?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank the office of the mayor, Honorable Bill de Blasio, who sent one of his top generals, I should say, over here. Commissioner Marco has been in public service for over 20 years. And if you look at his resume, it's amazing. And that's why I think, Bill de Blasio, Honorable Mayor, chose him to run his community affairs unit, which is a very important unit because that connects the mayor's office to the community.
And happy Diwali to all the viewers and to everybody here. And we're very thankful to the mayor's office to have such a great representation over here, and also all of the elected officials. We have a great community gathering with all the community leaders. We welcome everybody with a very strong message here. Celebrate with us, celebrate for us, celebrate by us. That is Diwali. We are the South Asians for Better New York.
Wonderful. So celebration and communication, they go together. And as he was mentioning, 25 years of serving the community in this fashion, what is it that you feel enables you to take care of the different needs of such a diverse community that you have in New York?
well, I think as a native New Yorker, right, someone who was born and bred in this city, I really appreciate that there's so many different communities in this city who offer so much and really give so much and love this city, right? So it's easy to work with groups who care and want to make this city better, and they are natural partners to what this administration is trying to do. And it makes my job very easy. Yeah.
Wonderful. We appreciate your presence here, sir. Lots of good
Thank you
wishes.
so much.
Advocate. If the mayor is not in town or for some reason is not able to perform, she is the only one who can perform those duties of the mayor. Very proud to have her here to launch what you're launching today for us. Thank you much.
So Latisha, tell me, as public advocate, what do you think is the most important responsibility and challenge that you have?
So first, let me say happy Diwali to all of your viewers. I think the biggest challenge right now is we're dealing with homelessness. And we're dealing with a crisis in affordable housing in the city of New York. And so we all need to make sure that New York City is affordable to all individuals. We need to make sure that there's language access. We need to make sure that we welcome all immigrants. And we need, again, to make sure that we have peace in the city of New York. Tonight, my thoughts and my prayers are with those in San Bernardino, California, who lost their lives. There are 14 individuals who died, and we all need to come together again to make sure that we urge the United States Congress to pass responsible gun control in our country, and also that we get additional resources so that we can house individuals who are homeless, we can house individuals with supportive services, and we can assist those with mental illness, and we can have a better society for all individuals. And of course, immigration reform.
You speak so well. It sounds like music to my ears, the way you articulate your points. And you talked about peace, and you also talked about welcoming immigrants.
Yes.
Now, in that context, I'm suddenly reminded of the refugee crisis, which has hit European countries in a big way. And we are also having different voices on that front. How do you think about this whole scenario and America's approach?
So again, the Syrian refugees are fleeing a country which is in turmoil and in conflict, and they're fleeing violence. And what we should do as part of our democracy and who we are as consistent with our values as Americans, we really should embrace individuals who come to our shores. That's why we have the Statue of Liberty, and that's what it represents. And so clearly, we should stay away from those who want to preach hate and fear. And what we should do is embrace all individuals. But we obviously should vet every individual to make sure that they are going to enter into our shores and contribute to our society.
And that vetting is definitely a very tricky thing and a big challenge. And if you see what they have done in some of the European countries through YouTube videos, it's quite horrifying. But moving forward, looking towards a better tomorrow and with the collective will to make it a better world for us. Yes. Anything that you would like to convey to South Asians and Indians in particular to mark this Festival of Light?
Yes, this is the Festival of Lights. Happy Diwali to all of us. This really is a great democracy. We embrace diversity of all individuals, and we really celebrate peace, and we recognize that this is a celebration of goodness over evil, and that's why we are here today. And so we embrace all individuals of all different religions, ethnicities, and races here in America and here in New York City. This is the land of the opportunity and the land of the free and land of the brave.
So, Latisha, I must say that we are really fortunate to have Latisha James as public advocate at this point of time in New York. So warm, welcoming, and supportive. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Happy Diwali.
आज सब जहां इकट्ठे हुए हैं तो हम कम से कम ये निश्चय करें, अपने अंतर में निश्चय करें कि आज हम किसी के कहने से कोई लड़ाई नहीं करेंगे, सबके साथ मोहब्बत करेंगे, कोई र्यूमर नहीं फैलाएंगे, जहां भी कोई ऐसी बात आए उसका हम मिल करके बिल्कुल विरोध करेंगे। इंसान से प्यार करता है, सभी धर्म प्यार सिखाते हैं। आज जो साउथ एशियन फॉर बेटर ने जो प्रोग्राम किया है, इसके लिए मैं बहुत बधाई देता हूं। ये प्रेम का संदेश है, प्रेम फैले, मोहब्बत फैले, हमारा हिंदुस्तानी कल्चर वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, सारी वसुधा, सारा विश्व हमारा परिवार है। इस अवसर पर मैं आप सबको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं और प्रार्थना करता हूं कि माता रानी आप सबको सक्सेस दे, आपको सफलता दे और ऐसे कार्यक्रम सदा होते रहें जो हमें अपने पूर्वजों की, हमारे ऋषि मुनियों की याद दिलाते हैं और हम कितने बड़े कल्चर से रिलेटेड हैं। हमारा जो डीएनए है, हमारी जो परंपरा है, हमारे जो वंशज हैं वो कितने ऊंचे थे सभी धर्मों में। फिर एक बार आप सबको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं और आईटीवी को भी बधाई देता हूं। महारानी आप सब पे कृपा करे। नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, जय माता दी।
And so please join me in a moment of silence for those 14 who died tonight, who were murdered tonight. Thank you. And also please join me as you stand in honor of Detective Holder, Detective Moore, Detective Liu, and Detective Ramos. Please stand. But I've come here to announce my support to designate Diwali as an official holiday for our public school system. And so it's really critically important that public schools can be closed so that our children are not forced to choose between celebrating Diwali with their families and missing classes. So I would hope that all of you would join me as we urge the administration and as we urge other elected officials to support this important holiday in support of this wonderful organization and this wonderful community that has done so much, not only for small businesses, but they have the entrepreneurial spirit, and because they give so much and they contribute so much to the great diversity that all of us celebrate and enjoy.
In addition to being a regular New York City Council member, I am also the chairperson of the Education Committee in the City Council, and so I know as a former teacher how important it is for students to be able to have the day off so that they can go and celebrate with their families their religious holidays.
This is about, good versus evil, right? So today we didn't get a good day with that because we had some tragedies today.
The truth of the matter is that Diwali is a very, very special holiday. And we know that when light is shining, we are never afraid. We are only afraid of the darkness. And we saw the ugly darkness today in San Bernardino again. We have got to stop this madness. We've got to support our president, support stronger gun laws. We have got to stop killing Americans with guns. It has got to end.
So he says brand new council member Barry Rodenchik, and newness is also incidentally related with this festival of light. So we pray for new beginning of our pathway towards prosperity on this day, which is referred to as Festival of Light. Tell me, how do you feel this kind of initiative, South Asians for Better New York, it sounds promising to you?
Well, we're here to celebrate Diwali, and Diwali is a festival of light. And every day we get new light. We get up in the morning with the dawn, and we have the promise of a new day. So, we're always trying to move forward. We have an extremely diverse community here in Queens. I represent a good chunk of Eastern Queens, which is probably the largest South Asian constituency in the city of New York. We have Hindus and Sikhs and Malayali Christians from Kerala and Muslims from Bangladesh and from Pakistan, and we have Sri Lankans. So it's very diverse, and that's a wonderful thing. And we're meeting people all the time. We met thousands of people this summer during the campaign, but this is just, Diwali is very special because it adds just another layer to the fabric that is New York City.
If all South Asians were listening to you, and we are standing on the platform of South Asians for Better New York, so as a council member, what is it that you expect from this community?
Well, it's not so much what I expect from them, but what they expect from me. So I think that it's been my experience during nearly 30 years in government that everybody wants the same things. They want good schools, they want safe streets, economic opportunities, good parks and libraries for themselves and for their children and for the older folks. And that's what we have in Eastern Queens. And we're going to continue that. We're going to work with everybody. I have had the honor of being at, I think this is my 6th or 7th Diwali celebration, including one we had last night in the council. In City Hall, and it's just a wonderful thing. And it coincides this year again closely with the Jewish Festival of Light, Hanukkah, which starts Sunday night. So we're all in a very festive mood, and Christmas is coming, and the New Year is coming, so all is good.
Absolutely. And the essence of most of the festivals, as you know, is victory of good over evil. But the kind of environment that we see world over around us, and especially today as we are speaking, as we were driving here, you heard about shooting at California and such a barbaric, senseless killing, and that too attacking these people who cannot take care of themselves. Do you see the way we are moving collectively as human race? Are we in the right direction of ascertaining our victory over evil?
I'd like to think that what happened today and what's been happening is an aberration. People have too much access to automatic weapons, and unfortunately, we are very vulnerable because we are an open society where, our facilities are open, our schools, our campuses, not our public schools, but our college campuses are open, and our libraries are open. So we have to remain vigilant, but we don't want to lose that specialness that makes us Americans. And so I think, I and so many of my colleagues believe in tightening the gun laws. That hasn't happened yet, but we'll continue to try. In the meantime, we have to pray for the poor people that have been taken from us yet again. I mean, it's just it seems to be every week now, and it's last week it was Planned Parenthood. was targeted a party for people who work for the county government. Apparently, we're hearing more details as they come out. It's only about 5 hours ago that this whole thing happened. So very, very sad day, unfortunately, again.
But standing with you, I have a sense of commitment from you, as well as a sense of collective will to overcome these evil forces. Thank you very much for joining us here.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and happy Diwali.
I have the pleasure of the presence of Consul General of Nepal, Narayan Menali ji. So Narayan ji, tell me, how do you feel the concept South Asians for Better New York and this gathering here?
Yeah, thank you, Vyas ji. This is a very good concept. Bringing all the community people from South Asia for a good cause of celebrating our cultural event far away from home. So it gives them a kind of sense of belonging among the society and also to preserve their culture and traditions.
How do you see at the moment is a better understanding and communication has developed between India and Nepal, or there are some problems?
Yeah, there has been some kind of obstruction alongside the Nepal-India border from our side also. There are some people agitating against the government, and that's why the transit point has been disturbed. In that same way, there are many transportation people are not very ready to come along with the border. That way it has been affected, but there is some other points of where there is not much disturbance. The supply is going, but not sufficient. People are suffering because of the shortage of the daily consumer goods, especially the fuel consumption.
So now, what is your special prayer today, assuming today is the day of Diwali?
Yeah, I wish all people assembled here and all the community from South Asia happy Diwali and progress, prosperity. They are already in the prosperous country, and then more prosperity and peacefulness, because we have been receiving the disturbances also sometime, shootings, this, that. So we should pray for the peaceful US.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Many times we have seen there are organizations and people use them for photo opportunities or just to feel good that they are rubbing shoulders with people who are known. So how would you articulate the objectives, the focus with which community should move forward under this umbrella of South Asians for Better New York?
You see, everybody has that little bit of lust for fame, and you cannot get famous until you are brushing shoulders with the famous people. I, being a media person like you are, I have made it very clear, if anybody sends me a picture with even the President of America, my requirements are very clear that for every picture, get me one internship for one of the South Asian kid with the same VIP. Because if there is a non-Indian VIP in the picture, I hope 5 or 10 years from now, there could be an Indian VIP with whom you and me will be brushing shoulders to take a picture with. Just like look at Pam Quatra. Her son is one of the most powerful person in New York. And you must know that most of the people want to brush shoulders with him. So one of these days when she dedicated her son to the community, then or to the mainstream, that was the objective. So let's not worry about who's rubbing shoulders with whom, who is taking pictures with whom. Let's make sure we have 2 governors right now. We have the US ambassador to India, who is an Indian. You have the Canadian High Commissioner to India, who is an Indian. I think we are happening.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you once again. Happy Diwali to the audience of ITV. I personally dedicate this evening to great Dr. Vishwanath, late Dr. Vishwanath, and definitely his wife. And we are grateful to his children who are carrying the legacy forward. Without him, we would not be here. The media would not be here. Thank you very much. Happy Diwali to all of you.